Are you ready to die?
Okay, this is the second map. This is a lot larger. Yeah, I shouldn't try to kill it. The green flask you see in the lower middle portion of my HUD is well, they're flasks. I'm not quite sure what the actual name is, but they're sort of a non-weapon attack, so I think there's grenades with us. Yeah, it'll also explode when it hits something. But that weapon will be different for all the classes. I think it's a poison mist with the cleric and sort of a bomb with the mage. We have a grenade. I think it's probably most useful with the cleric as the poison mist. And the reason is when a creature gets stuck in that mist, it will continue to take damage and it's hard for it to move. So you can do some kind of crowd control with them, and you can even get some decent opponents to get stuck in them and just basically kill them by using the flasks alone. All these doors are locked, so we can't access them. So we'll just have to keep in mind what kind of switches we have pushed. Okay. I'm using grenades at this point because those guys can deal somewhat a decent amount of damage, and I don't really have a proper weapon. Something like a range weapon would be nice against them, so you wouldn't have to risk their fireballs. Since that's not really an option for me right now, I'm gonna use grenades as much as possible against them and store the magic. Need the weapon. But it's another melee weapon, so it's not a huge improvement over for us. So I think it require like 2 hits to kill one of those basic enemies instead of 3. So it's an improvement, but it still requires us to go to melee, and we have no trouble killing these with our fists, so this path is barred. It's hard for me to read the text there. Trap. We didn't fall for it though, so it doesn't really matter. Can we rely on our fists if we go there? I don't want to get stuck too badly. We don't want to keep a little bit of room so we can retreat, but we want to keep the pressure on them. We won't be forced to get our back against the wall. That wasn't too bad. More flechettes. Okay. Green vials are flechettes. I don't really get that name. Why are they flechettes? An amulet of warding, our armor class. I think increased by 1. I guess that's where we need to go. Taking a quick look around, anything happened here? No, but there's clearly locations there you might want to access at some point. This isn't the time, so... Another door open somewhere. Easy enemies, it's fine. Okay, I need to look what this is. I zoom in. Oh, yes I can. Okay. 7 portal is the map name. Secret 0 to 0. 16 to 62. Monsters killed. Oh, I like that. Map will be very useful to us. Perhaps not quite yet, but sooner or later. Very much so. Okay, let's go. Oh shit. Flip. Oh, watch. What the hell is happening? Oh crap. Luckily the lava wasn't too dangerous. No. Hello. We have two types of items. One is this flechette, the other is well, this is a healing flask. It basically heals 25 points of health, and you can carry a limited number. I think that's an armor class item. We have armor class of 3. Now it's 7. I'm not quite sure how the armor class thing works here, but armor class items aren't that usual, and the increase is so small, so I have to think that it doesn't just disappear at every level. Maybe it does, I don't know. But yeah, it won't make you a huge difference if it does. It's too low. It won't matter. Ooh, you need the fire key. We have full blue mana and more. Our magic is very weak also, so we will be probably hard pressed to burn through all our mana with our first new weapon. Run. There. Flame mask. I have no clue. It's a usable item. It is. Okay, that's bad. Maybe we need to use it to avoid fire damage or something at some point. That's at least my first idea. 1/3 of the puzzle has been solved on the 7 portals. What to do with the flame mask? I have no clue at this point. I'm sort of worried that how are we supposed to use the flame mask? Is it well, I'll save and I'll just see if it's a useful item or not. in the sense it doesn't disappear. You cannot use this here. It's interesting. Where the hell did you come from? I would guess at this point we should probably leave. Yeah, I can't use it. Okay, I think it's time for us to leave. Where the hell do these guys keep coming from? Ooh, jeez, a ton of them. Anything new opening up? As long as we have a new place to go, everything's fine. Okay, we have a new place to go. We've solved 1/3 of the puzzle on this level. What that puzzle is? No. Hit fire. Yeah, it doesn't. The animation of getting torn apart doesn't really fit the. Getting hit by a fist and being torn to pieces doesn't really fit. So. Ooh, shit. Ooh, our first new enemy. These are very annoying. Like, when they're behind those shields, you can't damage them. It's a problem, not here, but when they come in tight quarters or in huge amounts, it's very hard to handle them all. There are ways, but they're not simple ones. There's a few good ways. I think the mage's the free weapon it has is a good one because it penetrates them, so you'll hit multiples of them, not just the one at the front. You can't harm the one hiding behind the shield, but it'll stop all of those centaurs. They'll hide behind their shields. Another one is probably the reason I like the cleric. It's the poison gas. It won't do damage, I think, through the shield, but it keeps them stuck. So every time they lower the shield, they take a damage and they'll pop up the shield again. So they're basically stationary against you. There's no reason to spare these. I mean, those green flags. So if you have any kind of use for them, just use them. You'll get them new ones constantly. If you want to try to save up something, it's probably your life. In some situations, mana, but usually not that. There are a lot of enemies there. Yeah, I don't want to kill them that way. Please, not all of them. Here. Nothing really. I would like this new weapon. Yeah, I think I know how to get it. We just missed it. Not sure what these switches do. That's not a good sign. If I have to take a guess, I think something here happens when we use them. There seems to be 2 doors here. This and another on the other side. 2 of these corners are blocked to us. So I'm guessing, is this... Ooh! Teleportation enemies. You need the steel key. Here. We don't need the steel key. Yeah, I'm pretty much lost. Hunter, the puzzle has been solved in 7 portals. Another puzzle. Maybe it's the same one. Okay, they're shooting there. Yeah, it seems we can move this. It's a block of steel. Maybe we can move it away from here and go the other side to push the switch. Maybe that's what the switches are in the... Switches are in here. Those switches. Can we see them on the map? I didn't mean that. Okay, I'll zoom out a bit. Can I move the map? No. Yeah, we can see where the... Oh. We can see where the piece blocking our passage is located. Yeah. It's still blocking our way. At least that's how it appears, but yeah, now the route should be clear. As I said, this isn't... Doing these puzzles hasn't been made easy in this game, so you sort of have to do your own figuring out of things. Don't trust the game to make anything clear to you without any effort. Some kind of puzzle is now solved on this 7th portal level. So we'll be leaving this place. I'll go check if anything's happened here. No. And no. So this is at the moment totally stuck. We'll need a steel key to proceed.